in terms of scale and scope of containment as very appropriate because one, this is a novel virus that appears to spread differently from what we know from the days of SARS. And the speed could be such that the impact on China and through that on the world economy can be more significant. So taking that rather draconian measures of containment in our view, based on what we have learned so far, is appropriate. What is even more important to stress is that China is taking very quickly a combination of measures of boosting health services in the affected areas, boosting liquidity in the affected areas, and doing a very strong step towards engaging with the world on the impact of the virus. I very much welcome the on applying targeted measures to boost growth appropriately based on where the impact is more significant and how that can be countered with appropriate fiscal measures. At this point of time, our projection for China's growth for...
The Chinese authorities are racing to keep up with the outbreak. How has the Chinese authorities dealt with it so far?
To move from hearing about the outbreak to finding the virus, identifying it, and producing the genetic sequence and making that public to the rest of the world in 2 weeks is unprecedented. It's incredibly efficient. I was very impressed that the government locked down travel just before the Chinese New Year. That was impressive to me. It was a very bold move. But I think, given what we know now, that there is human-to-human transmission, I think it was the right thing to do, even though a lot of people will be unhappy at having to stay in one place during the New Year celebrations. I think what else could be done? There was nothing more. And just like SARS, it spread out of China and to other countries around the world. So it's very similar. Thankfully, the mortality rate, the number of people that die, is lower, although with current levels of travel and trade, it spread a lot quicker than SARS. Back in 2003, when SARS emerged, first of all, it was in Guangdong for 2 to 3 months before everybody knew what virus it was. And that's understandable. It's hard to find a new virus and understand that it's a new virus straight away. This time it took 2 weeks.